Now, I believe that time is of the essence, the past, the present, and the future. This segment is called Notable Timelines, reminding you of who, what, and where. On the 31st of October 1959, history was made in Ibadan State, Western Nigeria, where Western Nigeria Television, WNTV, became the first television station in Nigeria and in Africa. Now, the visionary premier, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, and his Western Nigerian government saw broadcasting not just as entertainment, but as a tool that they could use for education, enlightenment, and cultural development. WNTV was television with a mission. It was a medium to inspire learning and unity through shared knowledge and created to liberate citizens from ignorance and illiteracy. But in 1977, through Decree 24, the federal government merged all regionally based stations into the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, and WNTV was then absorbed and renamed NTA Ibadan, a move that many people argue blurred its proud regional and historical identity. But today, many people still call for its original name and legacy to be fully restored, a reminder of where African broadcasting truly began. Before I hand over to my very capable team, I'd love you all to please chime in on this segment with the hashtag Notable Timelines if you want to remind me about who, what, or where, so we can talk about it on here. Team, just downstairs, people at home watching might not know, but just downstairs we have a home mural of the original WNTV. It's important to know that we would not be standing here today if it wasn't for Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who saw broadcasting as more than just dialogue, saw it as a tool, saw it as a fourth estate, as a unit capable of change.
One of the biggest qualities of a leader is being a visionary. Awolowo demonstrated that when he ensured that we had a WNTV, and look at what we are enjoying now. Yeah. Today we have state-of-the-art television stations like where we're working right now, and so on, and it's thanks to his vision. So thank you, sir. You gave a whole lot of work jobs.
He did a fantastic job, and it's just beautiful when people have this legacy, and because of this legacy we now enjoy broadcasting. You know, this is a man that, you know, you cannot talk about broadcasting without mentioning him. Because of him, you know, we can have a beautiful studio like this, one of the best in Africa, or if not the best in Africa. So yes, thank you so much, sir, and we celebrate you today.
Taking a voyage into the history of mass media, you know, in 1859, when the first newspaper came to Nigeria, that was Iwe Iroyin Fun Awon Ara Egba Ati Agbegbe, that's by Henry Townsend. Yeah. And then 100 years after, 1959, then we had the birth of WNTV by Obafemi Awolowo. The man did so much in terms of politics, in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of, you know, just mention it. He helped the Southwest region, you know, to that pedestal that he placed it. So one thing that he said, one of the schools that I love to always say, relieve is the greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So there were mistakes made along the line, and here we are today. TVC is part of the revolution, you know, talk about media. Now we are talking about digital, we're talking about internet, but we say kudos to Obafemi Awolowo. It will always remain in our hearts.
And we that love media, he will forever remain in our hearts because, you know, he paved the way for a lot of things that happen in media right now. Exactly. Well, thank you so much for watching. Olamide, thank you for those beautiful stories. I did really enjoy all the stories. On Monday, I'm sure we'll have more banging stories. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I love the fact that you followed up with Chanya's story. We need to continue talking until the world hears us. Well, that's all we have for you this morning on the show. Let's not forget that the views and reactions of our resource persons are theirs and have no connection whatsoever with TVC. Just after this is, your view with the beautiful ladies, and right after we do This Morning with Yori Folari. Also, let's remind you that make sure you do not miss the show tomorrow, because the beautiful Winifred will join the show. So make sure you don't miss tomorrow's show. The Saturday show tomorrow is definitely going to be amazing. But I'll see you on Monday. Good morning, Nigeria.
I forgot that to do.